Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? ZZ, Dina Mae, Lawan, Bridgetta, or is that Bridgetta? Yeah. LaDonna, John, Marion Bell, Deborah, Kelly, Hester, Melanie Curry. Hey, y'all. I see y'all coming in. I'll give you guys just a second or two to come on in. Hi, Scorpion Miss. Roberta Collins, Joyce Harrison. Hi. Dolores Campbell. I'm sorry. Sweet Lisa, Gina Smith. Did I miss somebody? Miss Bridget Baby. Good morning. KBR. Latanya Allen. Shamina Edmond. Krista Claiborne. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just steady getting my stuff together here. How y'all doing? Yolanda Gordon? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Oof. Let's get started. Oh, I'm still waking up, so y'all forgive me. I got up here to take my son to school this morning and get my show ready for you guys. We have so much to talk about. Oh my God, there's so much going on. Y'all already saw in the description we're going to be talking about the Scots, honey. Yeah. When I tell you they are acting up out here in these streets, baby. So, I think I'm going to have to go on to Pettyville today. I don't know. Feeling like I got to go to Pettyville, honey. They keep sending me to Pettyville. I'll be trying to stay out of Pettyville, but they keep sending me to Pettyville. Ain't that crazy? Let's go and get the celebrity news out of the way before we get into the before we get into the stuff. All right. Said, let's go. I know that's right. Y'all ready? I love it. I love it. I love it. They say drag. They said I was thinking I missed it. No, I'm here. Said you look pretty, Caramel. I appreciate it. This is, hey, quick little beat. I got up this morning, quick little beat. So let me pull the hair back in a ponytail. We ain't trying to do nothing fancy today, honey. And hey, throw on a little bit of makeup, beat the face just a little bit, and get on up here, child. So it's all for my Caramelians. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So we do have some celebrity news. Let me go ahead and get into that first. Destiny Payton Williams from Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys. She has started a new business called Powerhouse Realty. Okay, Powerhouse Realty. And it's a new brokerage firm that she started. Okay. Destiny says that she's been in real estate for 15 years. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. I feel like maybe that might have been a direction maybe she should have gone besides doing this Madonna BS, because that did not seem to be her fit. All right. So Destiny says that she's licensed in Georgia, Tennessee, as well as Alabama. Okay. And she has a space, her space, what she's going to have for her Powerhouse Realty is a space for people to learn about real estate. Okay. And they're going to take like real estate exams or whatever there. So she's trying to get, I guess, other people or educate them in the whole real estate bit of trying to go on their own and do real estate. She says, love the hair, Caramel. Thank you. I just honestly, y'all, I just put a little bit of oil on it and comb it back. Yeah. Just put a little oil on it, comb it back, put it in a ponytail. All right, so because I can't be out here telling people their hair is dry and then my hair look dry. Like I got to be on my stuff if I'm calling people out. Y'all know that. We cannot be up here reading and dragging people and I'm over here slacking. So Caramel got to make sure she be on her stuff, because people be like, well, Caramel, you said my hair was dry, but your hair's over there looking dry too. So I can't be on that. But moving on. So Destiny has a business partner that she's working with with this particular Powerhouse Realty brokerage firm. Okay, so she has so maybe this this business partner that she's working with will kind of help steer her in the right direction and keep her on course as it relates to her having this business. Okay, so we'll see how that works, because y'all know Destiny be on that BS, honey, when it comes to business. Now, Destiny had one, her RellyVLo was there with her while she was kind of getting everything set up. They were setting up tables or whatever. So I guess maybe it was her week to have RellyVLo, because you know he be with his daddy, guy. Y'all knew he be with his daddy. So yeah, I think LeBarrett was like, look, you come on over here and get RellyVLo so I can go on out here and make this coin. But so a person while Destiny was on live, because she was on live talking about this business, while she was on live, one of her fans, I guess it was her fan, asked her about Madani. Is Madani open? Whatever's going on with Madani. And Destiny says, well, you could please just go online and order whatever you need to order from there. So she didn't confirm or deny, which we already know Madani is not open. But she did tell them to go online and order whatever they needed to order from Madani. Okay, so maybe she's just running an online store as of now for Madani. Okay, and she's, I guess, going to just focus on this brokerage firm for this little real estate office thing that she's opening up with her business partner. So we'll see what that's giving, honey. We will see what that's giving. Hopefully it does not have the same fate as Madani. And I like to see black women out here moving and shaking and doing some things, but I just don't see it for Destiny. Her attitude sucks. Hopefully she don't be in again an attitude with people while she's trying to be conducting business, because you know her attitude sucks. Okay. Attitude is everything when you're trying to build and when you're trying to work with people. Okay. You can't be in there trying to teach people with an attitude and get mad. And you know how she is with them big old thick eyes and them moose nostrils in there, honey, going off on people. You cannot be in there doing that, Destiny. So if you're watching my channel, girl, simmer down. All right, moving on. All right, Diddy announces that he has a new baby girl, y'all. Diddy announces that he has a new baby girl. The baby was born in October. Okay. The baby's name is Love Sean Combs. Yeah. All right. Now, it is said and alleged that the woman that he had the baby from is some type of Asian woman who is said to be married. So, child, maybe he just don't discriminate in that way. Diddy's like, I don't give a damn if you married, single, whatever. He was like, hey, you can get it. So apparently, so they're saying the woman that he had this baby by is allegedly married, and she's an Asian woman. All right. So y'all know he liked the Bajans, honey. And it's all right. Whatever it is that you like out here, child, do what you do. But Diddy ain't you almost 60? Like Diddy is pressing 60. So at this point, you kind of giving out worms now. Okay. You giving out worms at this point, Diddy. Like you need to go somewhere and sit it down. Diddy bop yourself somewhere and sit it down. Now it said that he already has, this will be his 6th child. All right. This baby girl will make number 6 for Diddy. Diddy got a bunch of kids. All right. Now you guys know that he was supposed to be dating Young Miami from the City Girls, and that was during the time that this lady was pregnant and getting ready to have this baby. All right, he and the City Young Miami kind of fell out because of some money. Y'all know that they had a money issue where he was giving her I think it was 50 grand or 500 or something like that grand a month that she was supposed to be spending. She was overspending, so he cut her money back, and that pissed her off, and so she chose to break up with him, deleted all his pictures online. So yeah, and he's been trying to get her back. He gave her all these roses and stuff, trying to win her back. Meanwhile, he had a whole baby on the way. They said the baby, like I said, was born in October. All right. So yes. I said, oh, I don't know about that. But according to sources that I've been kind of reading up on, it was saying that he was just dating her. That they didn't really have like a committed relationship, that he was seeing not only her, but several other women as well. So I don't know how she feels about this whole arrangement and or situation, or maybe that was just in their little clause, if you will, that he could see whoever he wanted to see, just keep the money coming in. Who knows? Who knows? But she was getting a whole lot of stuff from Diddy, not just money. Okay. Hopefully she didn't receive any bumps either, because it's looking like he likes to get around. All right, moving on. Ciara, y'all know singer Ciara and Russell Wilson. It says that Russell Wilson convinced Ciara to have another baby. So she is expecting another baby. They're saying this is their last baby. He wanted to have one more baby, and she obliged him and is said to be expecting. Okay. So congrats to them. You know that Ciara already has 2 children by Russell Wilson. They share a daughter and a son together, and she also has a son with the rapper Future, who Russell Wilson also raises as his own. Okay, so congrats to them. I'm happy. Hey, honey, have as many kids as you want, baby, because they seem to be so in love. Russell Wilson seems to be a great fit for her, versus everybody else that she used to date prior to him. So I am super duper happy that she decided to move on with old Russell, honey, because not only does he have a coin, he's not that bad on the eyes as well. Okay, he has a very stable income. So, girl, hey. That was a whole level up right there. So I'm so happy for Ciara and Russell Wilson. All right. Do that thing. All right. Let's move on. Now, you guys, R. Kelly is said to, well, he didn't release it, but someone released a album. that was unbeknownst to R. Kelly. Y'all know that he's still locked up from all these cases that he's facing. He's already been sentenced for his good morning, Krista Amos. You know that he's already facing 30 years. He's been sentenced to 30 years for his New York case for several charges that stems from trafficking to you know what. All right, we're not even gonna go down the line of them because baby, it's a lot. All right, now he's still in the middle of his Chicago case, and he's also trying to appeal his case as well. He also has one more case in Minneapolis that he's still facing. Okay, so he's just like, bro, I don't know what the hell he's gonna do. So he, like I said, is facing several cases, like I said, and he's saying that he did not know about this album. He don't know who put it out. He's pissed about it, and he had a lot to say. Let me see if I can find it because he did I find it? Did I have it? Did I have it? He kind of spoke out about this album, honey. I said, Lord, I thought I saved the video. He's saying he did not. He's saying that he did not. They're trying to say it's called a Pied Piper prison bootleg. I was just like, that is so damn funny. But the name of the album is called I Admit It. Okay, now y'all know he already had a song out called I Admit. Okay, y'all remember that where he was talking about all these things that he admitted. I was like, you might not want to be doing that type of song when you got these charges pending, bro. Okay, but the album was abruptly removed from streaming sites. All right, because like I said, it was not approved by him. He is still locked up. All right, so like I said, he is still facing his 30 years for multiple charges. He also spoke to his attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, who is representing him in his case, to let her know, hey, y'all need to get to the bottom of who this was that put this album out, unbeknownst to me, because that's not something that I approve. He's saying that he basically was not focused on putting out an album right now because he is right now focused on trying to get his appeal done and all this other stuff that he has going on. He has a lot going on. I wanted to play for you what he had to say. He did a video from jail where he spoke out about this video. Let me see, can I find it for you guys? Because I had it yesterday. I thought I saved it in my favorites so I could play it for you. We're going to see if we can find it. I'm supposed to be prepared, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. But I said, R. Kelly's son, listen, you don't need to be putting nothing out right now. Let me see, can I find it? I hope I can find it, Lord. Let me see. R. Kelly, where are you? Jesus, do I have to come back to it? Here we go. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, here we go. This is R. Kelly speaking from prison. Can you guys understand what he's saying? The video is kind of choppy. He is recording this from prison. He's saying that he did not put the album out. He don't know who put the album out. Can you guys understand what he's saying? Let's back it up to the beginning so that you guys can hear it. Okay.
What's going on right now is I just saw the news. I talked to Jennifer earlier today, and apparently somebody faked an album called I Admit It. You can put it out there as if it was me putting it out. And I'm not putting out any albums. I haven't put out any albums. So, I'm not even having any interest in putting out any albums because my only focus is the appeal and everything else. But it seems like somebody wants this album out to mess with the appeal because why would I put an album out called I Admit It? Okay, so that's right there. That makes no damn sense. So I just want people to know, and Jennifer let people know, and whoever let them know that that's not my album. I want you to put an album out right now while I'm dealing with all of this stuff.
Very awesome. Okay, so I'll just kind of relate to you what he's saying. He's saying that he did not put the album out. He spoke to his attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, to kind of get to the bottom of who put this album out. The album was actually released on Spotify and Apple Music. Spotify and Apple Music removed the album from their platforms because it was unauthorized. Okay. Jennifer Bonjean, like I said, is his attorney representing him in the case, and he's just coming out to say that he did not authorize it. He is still locked up. His focus right now is on his appeal, trying to get his appeal out there so that he can move on to the next case. That's pretty much what he was saying. He is gonna break out and start singing too. Why he did that, I don't know. But I was just like, let's see. He still got that voice in there though. Hold on. Y'all hear him? He still got that voice in there. I was like, all right now. Even though I'm not a huge fan of him anymore because of this stuff that's going on. Hey, tomato, tomato. But that is pretty much what he is saying about his case. All right. So hopefully they can get to the bottom of that with him in this damn album, child. I don't know who released it, who released this unauthorized album, but yeah. He's very talented. It's so sad that he's locked up for all these years and he's facing all these charges. Like, I feel like he should have just focused on his career and he would have been so much better. But I think R. Kelly has some issues that he just did not have addressed in his life, which really got him in the space that he is in, because he's very talented. I don't know anybody that can just write a damn song and put it out there like he is right, like it is right now. Like, R. Kelly has hits for days. I'm talking about what he's written for himself and everybody else. The Chocolate Factory album was phenomenal. Like, you cannot deny his talent. We cannot deny that, but he does have a problem. And hopefully he's getting the necessary help that he needs while he's locked up. Okay. Like, for real. For real. A lot of people have supported him over the years, and it's just sad. He says that I don't condone what he did, but that ninja can't sing. He can sing. Like I said, you cannot deny that. You cannot deny his talent, but he has an issue. He has a problem that stemmed from way back when he was a child that he just did not get help from, or for rather. He did not get help for it. And it just snowballed into something that just turned out to be out of control. I don't think he can control it. But he is a great talent. He really is. And for him to not be able to read and can write songs like he does, that says a lot. Okay. That is a God-given talent. That is exactly what it is. Okay. So there is a such thing as having a gift without repentance. All right. I don't want to be biblical about it, but there is a certain thing called a gift without repentance. You can be the dumbest, most evil person in the world, but there are certain gifts that people are given that is just undeniable, that they just come straight from God. His singing voice, his abilities to write songs and orchestrate them the way that he does, that is a gift straight from God. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Prayers to him, honey, that he gets the help he needs, that he can move forward. And he is a musical genius. We cannot deny that. I don't like what he did and what he's been accused of, but at the end of the day, you got to give him his props. He is a damn good artist. He really is. He really is. I don't know anybody that can go up against him in a versus battle. I'm just saying, who could go against him in a versus battle in terms of hits? We talking about hits. We ain't talking about how great you can sing. A versus battle is about hits. How many hits have you had? Who can go up against him hit wise? Like who? That would be a very hard decision. But prayers to you, R. Kelly, honey, that you get the help that you need here, because baby, it's a shame that he's locked up. And that talent is just sitting. Sony Music already dropped him from their label. Once this situation came out, they did not want that attached to their name. So if he gets out, which I don't see that ever happening, it's going to take a lot for him to rebuild his career. A lot of people have lost faith in him because of the things that he's been accused of. And it's very sad. It's very sad. So he probably would just have to be like a ghostwriter and write music from behind the scenes. Now, he does have a lot of people who still support him and want to see him get out and still ride for him. Great for him. I'm not saying that if he put out more music that people would not support it. There are a lot of people out there would still run out there and buy that album today if he put out a new album. So at the end of the day, his talent does speak for itself, but he does need to get the help that he needs. Moving on. All right, Marcel Scott, honey. Marcel Scott comes for Melody and reports her to Carlos King. All right. I know you guys probably have been seeing a lot of bloggers talking about this. I was going to wait and talk about it, but I said I'm going to go ahead and do it because I want to go ahead and get it out the way. I do feel like I may be going towards Pettyville in this situation. So yes, go ahead and put your seatbelts on because I feel a pettiness coming on. I do. I feel a pettiness coming on in this particular topic because it's just looking like they're just not going to stop. Okay. They're just not going to stop. They on their Luther Vandross day. I'm just not going to stop. So I'm not going to stop. If they're not going to stop, damn it, I'm not going to stop. Okay. If y'all going to be petty, damn it, I'm going to be petty. I'm going to call y'all out and I'm going to be petty too. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Let's play that same game. They want to be petty. Let's be petty. We got you, Mel. Mel, y'all know I'm an avid fan of Mel. I'm gonna support her. Yes, I am. But I do call her out when she be on her BS too. But at the end of the day, let's talk about this thing. So Marceau calls Melody out. I have all the messages that was exchanged. We're gonna read them off. All right. Marceau goes against his own agreement. Y'all remember? All right. They had an agreement as to where they would not be when the six of them got together, when they met up at the little cotton whatever restaurant. 4 episodes I want to say ago. They said that they would not. They had an agreement that they would not be messy and go on social media and throw subliminals and or insults to anyone in the comeback group, which is the six. Y'all know that, right? Y'all remember. It seems that nobody wants to keep their agreement. Now, Marceau, Maurice's, and Basement Billy's brother. All right. Now, the hipster. I'm calling him the hipster, honey. Why all them got hips like their mama? They all shaped like their mama. Who is their daddy? That's what I'm at. That's what I want to ask. Why all them shaped like their mama with them hips and breast and child? All the brothers is shaped like their mama. They are shaped like their mama. This particular brother, he has like double D's. I think his bra size is a double D. Michael Scott, we're gonna go and call your name today, sir. Since you want to be in the equation, you talking out. So let's go ahead and talk about this thing, okay? Let's go ahead and show a picture. So everybody know who we're talking about. We about to do this thing all the way. So we gonna know. All right. Exactly who we talking about. Let's blow it up because I want y'all to be able to see who this is. All right, boom. That's him in the middle. Okay. That's him in the middle. That's Marceau on the end, right there by Tisha. Okay, with her little yellow Easter dress. That's Michael Scott in the middle, beside Kimmy, and then Maurice is there on the end. Y'all see him, all right? Yeah, he does. He is shaped like Shrek. Yes, he is. All right, so now he threw a subliminal at Melody. All right, and let me go ahead and read that to you guys, what he had to say. All right, now he said he was at his location was at Black Cigar Lounge. All right, he posted a picture of Kimmy and Sheree together. And he says that new male, hashtag new male and Kimmy Scott, okay? Trying to say that Sheree is the new male and, there with Kimmy Scott. I was just like, that's so damn messy, okay? Because at the end of the day, Sheree could never hold a candle to Melody. Quiet as kept. Sheree could never hold a candle to Melody. She just cannot. So for him to be messy and say that and say hashtag new male, like, no, she's not the new male. She would never be the new male. She can never, ever be the new male. Okay. He's doing the most. See, my thing is this. Had his ass been at the gym, okay? Michael Scott, if you watching my channel, had you been at the gym versus sitting at the buffet at Golden Corral, thinking of subliminals and things to be messy about, sir, acting like a whole female out here coming for a woman who ain't checking for and or thinking about you, then maybe you would not be in the position that you are in, sir. Okay, it's looking like you might need to want to back up from the table just a little bit. All right, sir, because it's looking like high blood pressure is in your future. Okay, yeah. You shaped like your mama out here with these hips. Now you sitting up here with a whole bodysuit on, and if you don't have one on, you need one on. Okay, with your double D's out here, running your mouth talking about a whole woman who ain't checking for you. Why are you out here talking about a whole woman who ain't checking for you? Talking about some hashtag new male, hashtag buffet. Hashtag Golden Corral. Hashtag take your ass to the gym. How about that? Hashtag that. Yes. Yeah, Sheree could never upstage Melody. Sheree don't even have an education. Let's start there. Okay. She needs to be focused on getting her GED instead of her being in the gym like Martell. Neither one of their asses can't read. So you're more focused on having abs and muscles out here, but you won't go back to the schoolhouse and get your GED out here. That's what's more important to you. Okay. Because it took you 45 years, okay? It took you 45 years to build Chateau Sheree. Okay, that don't sound like no boss move to me. It would never take Melody 45 years to build anything because we see her steady putting out businesses, honey, back to back to back. And it don't take 45 years to do it. It took you 12 years to put out She by Sheree. And then when you did put it out, it was a replica of Sheen. While you tried to say that it was original pieces when it was not. And then you didn't even pay the designer who was supposed to put them out. So what kind of business mess is that? Melody would never be on that type of BS. But she's hashtag new male? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No comparison. No comparison. Melody got a whole degree out here and was a school teacher. She could have helped you get your GED quiet as kept if you would have asked her, maybe. Okay. Yeah. 12 years, honey. It took you 12 whole years. 12 whole years to build a house. Who takes that long? Who takes that long? All right. And if you're such a boss out here, Sheree, why your mama name got to be on your house? Okay. Why your mama got to co-sign for you to have a house out here, girl, when you're supposed to be a whole boss out here, girl? Okay. Your claim to fame was Cross-Eyed Bob. All right. He's the one that saved you because you ain't have no education. So had you not went out here and married old Cross-Eyed Bob, you wouldn't even be nobody, girl. He is the one that put you on. He is the one that put your name out there. Nene Leakes is the one that helped you get on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So had it not been for somebody stepping in and helping you get there versus Melody, who pitched her own show and was a boss before she even got on the show, then you wouldn't even be nobody, girl. Am I feeling petty? Yes, I am. Do I take it back? Hell no. I don't take it back. I don't take it back because it's called the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. So why y'all want to be out here on that BS about, hashtag new male? She don't compare. Why? Because she got a washboard stomach and some muscles. Sheree is dumb as 3 rocks. Okay. Go find any rock in your yard, and that's how dumb she is. Okay. Yes. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Okay. Yeah. That's what the Scott brothers equate to being bosses out here because of the way you look. Because of the way you look. Okay. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Y'all see me? Y'all feel me in the chat? Should have reached on out the mail so she can help you get that GED, girl. While you running around here uneducated, thinking you the shit out here because you've been on a few reality shows. Girl, goodbye. And your fate for next year on Real Housewives of Atlanta ain't even yeah. We don't know if you're gonna be on that end because you really don't have a storyline. While you and Martell out here faking relationships. Y'all need to cut it out. Melanie ain't had to fake a relationship because she was married to the fool. You, at the end of the day, ma'am, has to fake a relationship so that you can save your spot on a show who really don't want your ass on there anyway because they know that you stay faking and perpetrating on the show. Andy Cohen know it, but he's trying to give you a chance so you can pay the bills over there at the chateau so you don't be out here looking stupid. Okay? Yeah. Don't pay nobody. Sheree don't pay nobody. I ain't never heard of Melody out here not paying her people. But we heard about Sheree. We heard about Sheree not paying people. Ask anybody in Atlanta. Walk past anybody in Atlanta on the sidewalk and they will tell you Sheree don't pay nobody. Okay? From hairstylists to nail technicians to stylists and anybody else that she's ever worked with. She don't pay nobody. The only thing Sheree paid them is no mind. Okay? Yeah, moving on. So, yes. And then Martell, he likes to stay coming for females because deep down he is a side chick. We done talked about it. He has female tendencies, okay? He likes to dress like a side chick. And we're going to talk about his ass too because he has that same demeanor. Yes, he does. He has those very side chickish ways, just like Sheree. Everybody that he attaches himself to, he becomes them. Just like when he was with Ariane. He started acting like Ariane. He don't know who he is because everybody that he's around, he tried to be like. You were trying to be like Mel when you was with her running around with suits on, thinking that you was a boss out here, when in reality, she was the one that was the boss. She was the one that was getting all the contracts together. You were the one running around with the tight-ass Easter suits on, trying to think that you was out here running something, telling everybody that you was making boss moves when you could not. So, sir, if you were making boss moves, then why can't you pass the builder's license test when you had a whole tutor out here and still don't have a builder's license test? Why is that? I'll wait. We'll give you a minute to answer, Martell. Because from my understanding, it's supposed to be an open book test. So who's failing open book test out here besides Martell with your first grade reading level ass? I done told you last night you need to go on out here and get you a good old leapfrog so you can start learning how to read and get some education about yourself. Yes, I said education. Yeah. You've been hanging around somebody else, okay? Mr. Executive Producer. And you're starting to act just like him. We ain't gonna say his name on here. Mm-hmm. CK. You do the math. You run around here acting like CK. Okay. Mm-hmm. 2 snaps, 2 snaps, and touche. Mm-hmm. You don't want your kids to be around. You don't want your kids to be around male brother, but you act just like you might be one of them. Okay. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You don't want your kids to be around male brother, but you twisting around here in tight ass shorts and tight ass blouses. So it's giving hey girl vibes. It's giving hey girl vibes. So you need to stop. Stop. He need to cut it out. He need to cut it out. He need to cut it out. Mm-hmm. Mr. We're gonna rename your ass Martina. Okay, instead of Martell. Your new name is gonna be Martina because you act like a whole female out here. But again, like I said, Sheree could never. Sheree could never. Let's move on. All right. Let's move on. Let me read these messages off to you guys because baby, it's so much. It's so much. Now, they decided to come for Melody. All right. It all started with I told y'all I woke up petty this morning. Yes, they bring it out of me. I be trying to do right. Like I went to Bedside Baptist yesterday where the Reverend Pillow is my pastor, and I tried to do right. I said, Lord, I'm trying to do right, Lord. You know, I talked to my Pastor Pillow. I said, Pastor Pillow, my Caramelians be trying to get me to be out here on this BS and be trying to, they be want me to drag, and I just want to do right. But at the end of the day, Pastor Pillow, I just feel like I just need to drag. I want to do right, but I just at the end of the day, I want to be petty. So at the end of the day, let's go on to be petty, child. Pastor Pillow told me do what I got to do. So we're going to do what we got to do out here, child. All right, so let's go on to read the messages that were put out here. All right, so Melody says, I heard somebody was out here trying to tag Carlos to report my tweeting. Okay, she put a laughing emoji. She says, so then she tags Carlos King. She says, check this out. She says, around Tuesday of this week, I keep telling y'all I be minding my business, being silent. She says, but when I see you keep throwing shade, eventually I'm coming for that ass. This is what Melody has to say. She says, and don't get mad then, all right? She says that he couldn't scroll his little ass right on past that post, all right? So now they're showing that the ratings for when Melody and Martell and them were on their family trip in Destin, Florida, those ratings went really, really high. They were at 0.10, all right? And it was what? 442,000 viewers. All right. So the ratings went up because people wanted to see them. They were interested to see the dynamic between the two of them since they were back in each other's space. All right. So, all right. So then somebody typed, all right. So thoughts on the yacht trip in Destin. They were asking, says that this week's Love and Marriage Huntsville jumped to a strong 0.10 in the demo and 442,000. All right. It says the largest audience since episode 10. All right. Then Marceau jumps in and says, less college football on TV. Trying to be smart. Y'all know he keep a smart mouth. All right. All right. So then it says, somebody else says, but reported my tweets. I think that was Melody saying that. Melody also says that she said, it's confusing to me. She says, LOL, but it makes sense. She said, y'all better be careful out here because folks really be pretending. She says, now I get all the sly remarks. She said, you ask questions out of sincerity of how you move on. She says, LOL, but then you throw jabs. She says, hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville, time reveals all. So y'all remember when Tisha Marceau came over to the vacation house and Tisha was sitting down in the living room asking Melody, well, how did you move on? How did you get past the situation with Martell and everything that he did to you? Like she was interviewing Melody. Okay. So Melody was just like, oh, it's funny now how you want to be asking me how I move on and you want to act like you so friendly, and that you then climbed all up my ass region and you all the way over here in the west wing of my ass region. And now you want to act like, you want to be shady and whatnot. So Melody's pretty much calling her out. Now you want to act like you all shady and whatnot. So then Marceau then tweets Carlos King and says, at Carlos King, check this out, bro. Okay. Like he's telling on Melody, like what he's supposed to do? Take his belt off on Melody. All right. So then Marceau actually tweets somebody else saying it and say, yup, talking about the tweet that Melody put out. So then Melody puts out another tweet and says, some of y'all asked who tried to be shady first on social media after meeting where we agreed to keep shade off social media. She says, here you go. She says, it definitely wasn't me. She said, I wonder if this was tagged and reported to the principal, talking about Carlos King. Y'all, she calling him the principal. Well, she's talking about Marceau tagging Carlos King and trying to tell on her. All right. So then Letitia comes back and puts a post up and puts a picture up where, and I'll show you guys right quick. All right, there it is. With Wanda, where Mel was standing there talking to Wanda when they had the little altercation at Madonna, and Tisha was kind of standing in between them. Tisha puts in the picture, says, "Go find your baby daddy." Okay. And then she also says, she says, "Lord," she says, "tonight on Love and Marriage Huntsville, is it about the kids or the baby daddy?" Trying to talk about Melody inviting Martell on the family trip as to say that she did it for the kids versus inviting Martell, you know, because she's trying to be back with him. So that's what Tisha was trying to say. All right, so then Melody goes on to say, interesting. She says, we agree not to throw jabs on social media at this comeback meeting. She says, but $200 to who remembers who took the first jab after this and what it was. Let's go. All right. It's a lot, y'all. Ooh. I said, child, she said, then Melody says, ooh, child, the fakeness is real. She said, y'all caught that right. She says, all up in my family vacation, asking questions and playing games, laughing. But meanwhile, then she says, hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville. You could have easily told production, nah, we ain't going to interrupt their family vacation. And they could have done that. But you wanted screen time and you wanted camera time off of Melody. You don't like her, but you want to use her to get more screen time. Okay. You guys were doing your own vacation, allegedly at Motel 6 somewhere, but you had to come over here and bring y'all little scraggly ass over here on the beach to be trying to be all up in Melody's face, being fake and being phony. Tisha, let's go and call her out. Okay. Being fake and phony, since you said in last night's episode, you don't want to be around a person unless you have to be cordial with them. Well, you was kissing ass that day. Why did you have brown stuff all over your lips that day? Because you was kissing ass that day, ma'am. Nobody asked you to come over there. Melody did not invite you over there. So when Martell called and invite both you and Marceau to come to the beach house that he didn't pay for, nor did he have the authority to ask you guys to be there, you could have said no. Because you don't see it for Melody and you don't want to be there around her. But then you thought about that thing and said, you know what? They done been filming Melody and Martell at this little, family vacation for the last few episodes. And they ain't filmed us not one time. So we need to get us some camera time. So let's be fake and go on over there and be fake so that we can get some camera time as well. That's what that was about. Because for the last couple episodes or so, they were filming Melody and Martell at their family vacation. And they won't even think about the Scots. So y'all try to find a way to weasel y'all stuff to come on up and through there and use Melody at her expense to come up in her beach house, since you don't see it for her, since you stay throwing subliminals at her to get a coin up off of her and some screen time when nobody really didn't want to see your short tooth ass anyway. Marceau. And Tisha with your Annie wig. Okay. With your thick ass shoulders sitting up there looking like one of the Falcons. So then Melody says, okay, yes, I'm petty. Pettyville, baby. We still strolling. So then Melody says again, she said, LOL, this meeting is so funny. She says, and it's even funnier since the truth came out about who was behind what and pushing the agenda. LOL. This is what she says. She says, the damage control is funny. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville, stand in your truth. Okay. She says that Melody also says that it's confusing to me, LOL, but it makes sense. She says, y'all better be careful out here because y'all folks really be pretending, talking about Tisha and Marceau. She said, now I get all the sly remarks. She said, you ask questions out of sincerity, but sounds like this is the same message I read earlier. She attached it again. So she retweeted it. She says, now you ask questions out of sincerity of how you can move on. She says, LOL, but then you throw jabs. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville, time reveals all. So she retweeted that again. She retweeted that message again. Melody comes back again as to say that it reminds me of that energy when that face got snatched about some champagne that wasn't delivered to my house, but handed over at a barbecue where we all were. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville. And she's talking about when Tisha was in her feelings when they were at Tisha and Marceau's house out there on that broke down patio. Whenever Tisha was upset when Marceau told her that he asked Melody to be the face of or kind of be in some type of business as it related to chocolate in a bottle. Tisha was upset about that and saying something about, when did you give her this bottle? Where did you meet her at to give her this chocolate bottle wine or whatever? Tisha was upset because she thought that Marceau met Melody somewhere without her knowing to give her this chocolate bottle, okay? When that was not the case. All right, so then Melody moves on to say that the multi-personality, she said, it's the multi-personalities for me. She says, I cannot. She says, because this ain't the same energy that we saw. She says, Love and Marriage Huntsville, hashtag. All right. It's more messages, y'all. Melody also says that the word on the curb, she says, I know all heard that season 1, but nobody was throwing jabs at my situation. She says that I told everyone not to discuss prior filming. She said, child, this is pure comedy. Now, you already know coming up in the upcoming reunion, rather, when everybody was trying to throw on Melody as to say that she was the one telling everybody not to speak about she and Martell's infidelities and their marriage not working out and them facing divorce. Melody telling them, no, I was not the one that said that. That Kimmy had to speak up and say, no, Melody did not say that. That it was Martell that said that. And Martell co-signed it by saying, I sure as hell did, because I didn't want everybody to know that. So they were jumping on Melody and teaming up on Melody. It was Marceau teaming up on Melody. Tisha was teaming up on Melody, and even Maurice jumped in it and was teaming up on Melody as well, as to say that she said something she did not say, when she kept saying, I was not the one that said that. But it took Kimmy standing up and saying, no, Melody did not say that it was Martell. Martell co-signed it as to say, yes, he was the one that said that, okay? But, to catch you guys up, for those of you who did not know. All right, so then Melody goes on to say, child, talking about us again. She says, I know it got to be more business that can be discussed. She says, I pertaining to y'all, because the YouTube streets are definitely talking like it was states tonight. That didn't make sense. But she says, stated tonight. She corrected it. Okay, she on her thing. So she misspelled something, and she went back and did another tweet and corrected it. That's that. See that she done been to school. See, she auto-corrected herself. So she says that the dinner was actually cool overall. Then she also says, if y'all for the little clip being posted, she says, just don't. And then she put up a face like that. She said, did everyone catch the dinner recently, which happened earlier this year? We all agreed not to throw jabs at each other on social media. So posting a clip from years ago don't matter here. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Oh, child, so much. She says, now what confuses me is then at Kimmy's dinner, Tisha is once again throwing fake smiles in Melody Holt's, at hashtag Melody Holt's face, trying to grab her hand and all. She says, it's like, girl, keep that same energy you have behind her back. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville. So y'all remember that they had that whole dinner. She said that Tisha was trying to grab her hand and try to act like they were friends at the dinner at Kimmy's house from the episode from last night when they all had the dinner. Tisha was, trying to be all chummy and grinning all up in Melody's face, and even reached out to try to grab her hand and try to talk to her, but then wanted to sit there at the, in that same episode, to want to be sitting here telling Marceau that she didn't want to be around Melody unless she had to, or she didn't want to be cordial with her, and was super upset and mad and pressed that Marceau was inviting her to come to Black to sit down and have a conversation with her. She was even so upset to where she sat there and started crying when Marceau called her out and told her that she was jealous of Melody, which we know she is. She stayed on that. She couldn't even get out of her feelings enough to enjoy her date and finish her fake date with Marceau, okay, since they're saying they're doing this date night every week now, which we saw that's some bullshit, okay? And that's only because they watch the bloggers and they know that we be talking about the fact that they are never, ever romantic. We've never seen them romantic. So now you guys come in and y'all kissy and lovey, and y'all doing a date every week now to try to show the viewers that you guys are romantic when we see straight through the bullshit. So he was so happy to walk her out. Marceau was happy to walk Tisha out because he knew Melody was on the way. Okay, he was hurrying up, walking her ass on up out of there because he knew Melody was on the way, who he really wanted to spend time with anyway. Okay, so it looked more like Melody and Marceau was on the date in last night's episode versus Tisha and Marceau. Okay, Tisha and Marceau looked like they were at a business meeting. Melody and Marceau looked more like they were on a date. All right, so Melody also goes on to say, she says, man, if this ain't the one, she says, I sit back and I look at situations and I'm like, literally, you can fall back to get yourself together and people will take issue with it. She says, shaking my head, there are several people who can't say I did anything to them, but fell back. Okay, so they mad because she chose not to be friends with them and fell back and allowed them to just continue to be messy, and she didn't want nothing to do with them. So that's what they're really mad about, is what she's trying to say. Okay, she did nothing to them. She just stopped fooling with them. Okay, she says, one day I watched older seasons again and they are bothered because she started falling back from people who were snickering behind her back when it came to the demise of her marriage. All right, that's what they were upset about. But those are the tweets. I was just like, Jesus is so much. It's like a whole book. Okay, but yeah, Marceau found it within himself to be trying to report her to Carlos King like that was supposed to be Like she was supposed to get fired or something. I mean, she's the executive producer of the show. All right. Yeah, she's the executive producer of the show. But Tisha already knows what her old messy ass. Well, she sitting here trying to be talking about somebody's kids. Go find your baby daddy. What she put in a little post. I already showed you guys. Okay. What she's talking about. I'll read her message again where she says, let me blow it up so I can see it. She says, tonight on Love and Marriage Huntsville, is it about the kids or the baby daddy? Tisha, I think you have a lot more that you should be worried about, ma'am. Okay. Why you stay on house arrest and can't leave the house. Okay. Let's talk about that. Okay. Let's talk about why you was wearing 3 girdles last night with that tight ass small dress you had on. You had on Melody's size when you really don't wear her size. So since you mad because everybody telling you that you want to be like her when you really do. You don't wear no size 6, girl. You are a whole size 12 out here. So you don't went home and put on 3 girdles, 4 bras, and 3 waist trainers so you can squeeze in a dress that Melody would be able to wear, trying to look sexy and trying to look small on national TV when you know your thick ass be out here eating 4, 5, 6 bacon sandwiches, okay, off camera. So cut it out, girl. Cut it out, okay? Yes. Yes, and they had on little butt pads out here because you know your little ass cheeks was on sleep. Okay, they was taking a nap too because you ain't had your little re-up yet for your whole Brazilian butt lift out here. Okay, ma'am. Okay. That's why your husband was glad to be walking your ass on out that door so he could spend time with who he really wanted to spend time with, Tisha. So he could sit back and sniggle and grin all up in Melody's face and sip on his little drink and look at her from across the room. He wasn't looking at you like that, Tisha. Marceau was not looking at you like that on y'all date. But he sat there for a whole 30 seconds and stared at Melody before he even said anything. Okay. And Melody had to tell him, okay, why am I here? Like, snap out of your trance. I know I look good. I know I'm flawless. I know I'm flawless over here, but snap out of it. Why am I really here? Okay. Don't call me up over here so you can look at me. And I said last night he could have had that conversation with her over the phone, but he preferred to see her. He preferred to sneak in a little church hug from her. Okay. Yeah. He could have talked to her over the phone, but he didn't want to. He was missing seeing her, and he called her to Black so that he could see her. And he hurried up and rushed his wife up out of there, who he didn't give a hot damn about having no damn date with anyway. Okay. I feel like he struck up a whole argument to get her ass up out of there anyway. Y'all know how men can be sometimes. When they want to get up out of the house, they're going to strike up an argument so they can have a reason to go running up out the house because they need some space. They need some air. And that's why he brought it up. He know Melody. I mean, he know Tisha do not see it for Melody. He knows that Tisha do not see it for Melody. So for him to bring up the fact that Melody was coming to Black, he already knew she was going to get mad and start that crying and storm up out of there, which was the perfect opportunity for him to go on and fix his suit, honey, and fix his tie and get ready for Mel to come so he could sit across from her and get ready to stare at her for a whole 30 minutes while he sip his drink. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. That's what it was. I said I peeped that. I peeped it. Then you're going to sit here talking about you're going to get your kids and go home. You damn right you're going to go home because that's where he told your ass to go. You on house arrest. You can't go nowhere else. Remember? You can't go nowhere else. You can't work. You cannot go anywhere else. So you damn right you're going to go pick them kids up and you're going to go home where he told you to go. Tisha, you're not allowed to go nowhere else. So don't be on camera trying to act like you allowed to be going places when you're not. If your husband told you to go upstairs and you went up there, I can believe that he told your ass to go home and you're going to go. Okay, you're not allowed to go nowhere. You can't even go to Walmart without telling him. So stop it, girl. Stop it. Okay. She tried to buck up on Marceau last night, and he was kind of looking at her like, okay, now when these cameras is over now, don't get it twisted because I'll get up in your ass now on commercial break. Don't get it twisted because we still got to go home. Don't get on here and be trying to talk, get snappy with me now. Nah, don't. Y'all know how it be here. Nah. Don't get on here and try to talk. Who the fuck is you calling jealous? Who the hell is you calling jealous? I'm not jealous of no fucking body. That's what Tisha was on. I was like, your ass about to get sent, but you're gonna get sent back upstairs when you get home. Watch. You trying to be acting out on TV for the yeah. Yeah. That's how I'm not jealous of no fucking body. Who the hell are you talking about? It's jealous of me. I'm not jealous of no girl. You know, came up in there trying to look like her with the same wig she had on. I already told y'all when they were sitting up there at the dinner, when they went to the little Cotton Club restaurant, she was sitting there looking at Mel's wig. And she said, oh, I'm about to get a wig like that. That's why. And every time they put the camera on her, she was looking at Mel, looking at her up and down, trying to say, okay, yes, Mel got this on. All right, I'm going to wear a black dress. I'm gonna get that same wig with the bomb highlights over here on this side. And it's gonna be black over here. She was already getting a mental, she was already getting a mental look of what she was gonna do and copy off Mel. So it was no surprise when they showed her this recent episode with her ass sitting over there trying to look like Mel in that tight ass dress when she couldn't breathe. And you could see the what's the little thing, the little girdle popping out through the front because it was so damn tight. She was sitting up there trying to hold her stomach in. I said, girl, you know your ass is a size 12 and you trying to squeeze it to a size 6. And she could barely even walk. This is how she was walking, going outside the black because the dress was so damn tight. She couldn't even walk because the girdle was sucking her in. So I was like, girl, you look a fool out here. You look a fool. You look a fool. You look like a fool in here. Tisha could never. She could never. And like always, I'm not jealous of Mel. You are. It's plain to see for a person to not like somebody for no reason. It's jealousy. Women, if you out here not liking somebody for no reason, this person never did nothing to you, don't fool with you, don't be coming to you, don't be coming by there, don't be doing nothing to you. You are a hater. You are jealous of this person for no reason. Tisha is jealous of Melody because she see her. Every one of them thought that Melody was going to fail after she left Martell. So it was a big slap in their face, all of them, to see her in the place that she's in right now, because they were expecting her to fail. They was expecting her to lose her mind. They was expecting her to be miserable. They was expecting her to be running around here crying. But to see her on vacation, to see her starting businesses, to see her walking in New York Fashion Week, to see her doing all the things that she's doing. Every time they see her, she's flawless. She ain't running around here with black circles under her eyes because she's depressed and mad about Martell not being there no more. This lady has moved on with her life. She has moved on with her life, and it bothers Tisha more because she was the one that was throwing up the most in Melody's face. That, oh, your husband bought somebody a BMW. Oh, Martell ain't with you no more. Oh, how do you get through this with Martell not being there no more? Well, how did she do it? Because she's a strong boss woman, unlike you, Tisha. Like you run around trying to tell everybody you a boss. You run $1 million companies. Where? You are a whole baconologist out here, girl. You sitting on 2 degrees and you will not go to work. Why? Because your husband will not allow you to. Okay. So when you're in her presence, recognize a boss. Recognize a boss when you're in Melody's presence, because that's who you want to be. And you can't be her. And that's why you're mad at her. Okay. You want to be her. Deep down, you want to be her. So every time you see her, you're going to be fake. And you know, you're going to congratulate the boss when you see her. But behind her back, you're going to hate her so damn much. Okay. About it. This is what you need to be doing when you see Melody. Your Highness. Your Highness. Thank you for letting me be in your presence, Your Highness. Bow your Annie wig down to Melody when you see her. That's what you need to be doing. Bow that Annie wig down with the messed up highlights over here. Bow that head, honey. You and that Annie wig. She's sitting up there at the bar looking like Annie. I said it last night. Bow that head, honey, when you see Melody in the room, because you want to be her. You're trying to figure out how the hell she become a boss and become where she is, because you thought she was going to fail and be miserable and somewhere in the nut house behind fooling with old damn Martell after everything he put her through. Then went out here and had a whole side baby and everything. This woman had to move up out of her house, sleeping on blow-up mattresses. Now she's sleeping on, got a whole house full of brand new furniture, while y'all asses is sitting over there with tore down fences and busted up driveways, okay? Sitting down there on that nasty ass dirty carpet trying to have a little date in y'all old raggedy house, okay? But every time you see Melody in her house, it's spotless, it's clean. She's sitting over there with a chef, and Marceau over there with the damn with the fire thing on, over there trying to cook. You over there frying bacon every day, got bacon grease all over the stove and all over the wall, and she got a whole chef over here. She ain't even got to go in the kitchen unless she going in there to eat, because she got somebody cooking for her. You, my ma'am, can't do that since you're a millionaire, okay? You looking at her and she's living in a millionaire status, and you can't live that way, and you mad. Yeah. Sitting there looking like Annie. Like she just left a funeral with that tight ass dress on. Where you coming from? Girl. She hate Melody so much. It's just, and just like Ariana, she follows everything that Melody does. Tisha does the same way. Sit back from afar and be watching Melody. And then want to turn around and be throwing subliminals, acting just like your thick-tongued mama. You act just like your thick-tongued mama. She is just like Wanda. Wanda hates Melody as well, okay? She hates Melody as well because she's a boss. Wanda can't figure out how to get that blowed up food truck to working so she can be running out here and claiming being a boss. Okay, since she got so much money in the bank, why you ain't got your food truck up yet, ma'am? Why don't you have that blowed up food truck fixed yet, ma'am? Because how many seasons we gonna talk about this blowed up food truck? Just like how many seasons we gonna talk about y'all building a house that ain't never gonna be built. Like, stop it. Stop it. Okay, stop the bullshit, please. Please, I keep saying, don't take me no more up that damn mountain. I don't want to go up that mountain any damn more while y'all talking about no damn house. Okay, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Yeah. Look at where y'all live compared to where Melody live. That's why you hate her. That's why you're running around on social media talking junk about her. This woman ain't talking about y'all. She responds, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Somebody says something to me, I'll respond. And I'm the same way. I don't be out here just bothering people, but I will respond, and there's nothing wrong with that. They are so pressed. I've never seen a bunch of men who's supposed to be men. I can't even call them men. A bunch of females, because all the Scott brothers act like females. Maurice is the same way. All the Scott brothers act like females. You stay arguing with females. You stay getting into it with females. Okay? Because maybe your ass got female tendencies. I mean, you look like female. All y'all bodies is like females. I keep saying. All y'all look like y'all have Brazilian butt lifts, Brazilian hip lifts. Okay? Breasts. Y'all have breast augmentation. Okay? You probably got, yeah. Yeah. You do. It's sad. It's sad. It is sad. You riding around here, and I'm going to be messy and said, you riding around here in all these lease cars. Maurice, you done went and leased a Rolls Royce trying to look rich on national television, and your own mama walking around here with no tooth in the front. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? You done went and spent money to lease a Rolls Royce trying to look rich, and your own mama running around here with no tooth in the front. And every time they show her, she's sitting there like this. Ain't shit right here. Priorities is in the wrong place. Yes, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Ain't none of the other bloggers going to say it, but Caramel going to say it because y'all know I don't give a hot or a cold damn over here. I don't. Professor Snaggletooth is what we call her. Professor Snaggletooth, come to the front of the line, ma'am. Because you ain't did a damn thing with these sons that you raised. Okay? Professor Snaggletooth. That's what I'm going to call you. You ain't did a damn thing with these sons that you raised, okay? Because they already said their daddy done skedaddled up out of there. He won't there, okay? For whatever reason. And he needed to be there so he can get their asses in line. All right. Professor Snaggletooth, you didn't do nothing with your sons because they turned out to be like little biatches around here, okay? Yeah, from the way that they treat women, the way that they talk to women, for the way that they act towards women, for the way they harass women, okay? Basement Billy stays harassing and mad because nobody don't want to claim him. Okay, sound like he got mama issues. That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like. You got mama issues, sir. All of them have mama issues because you act just like females out here. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. You want to look rich, but you're not rich. Most people who are rich, you don't really know that they got it like that because they don't flaunt their wealth. Okay, you just know that they got it. You just know that they're rich. Most rich people, a lot of them shop at Goodwill. Quiet as kept. They don't be out here burning through their money and trying to be buying all these chains and want to be in every little Mercedes. They're very frugal with their money. So you guys want to look rich, but you ain't really got nothing going on. Okay. And every time it come out, you try to gaslight and over talk it like Marcel tried to do. Try to fast talk people when they try to call you out on your mess. Okay. Like Melody tried to do at the reunion. He tried to fast talk her at the reunion. Talk about them contracting license being expired. Okay. Yeah. Talk about all these cases that you guys got coming up with Zen Garden. Let's talk about those. Why you trying to deflect with other people's situations that have no concern with you? That's what we need to be talking about. Let's talk about those things. Let's talk about those things. Professor Snaggletooth. Let's talk about those things. You out here leasing cars and your mama ain't got no teeth. Like what? She can't pronounce no words that start with THs thanks to y'all. She can't pronounce no words to start with TH. Am I going to be messy? Hell yeah. I said it. Do I take it back? I do not. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about those things, shall we? That, there, those. She can't say those words because they start with TH. Woo! Y'all done woke me up today. Let me get a sip. Yes, baby. Let me wet my whistle. I'm all the way on my petty this morning. I don't give a hot damn. And I hope any one of them come for me. Because y'all know I stay on green over here. I stay on green. I really hope they do. I really hope you do. Like they say, I hope you don't. I do. I hope you do. I sure did say it. I said it. I said it. Ain't no way in hell. I'm not going to be riding around in no Mercedes and my mama ain't got no teeth. Okay? At some point, she going to want to eat some meat. Nobody don't want to eat mashed potatoes every damn day. Don't nobody want to eat mashed potatoes every day. Okay? At some point, bitch, I want some meat. Okay? At some point, I want some meat. I'm just saying. Nah. Woo! Y'all done woke me up now. You woke me up. See, they don't like me because I tell the truth. All right. Wanda don't like me because I tell the truth. Like she said, I don't understand why caramel. Let me say how she said, I don't understand how caramel could be on her channel over there. And saying I told Musto that he had to marry Tisha. You don't understand it, huh? Because you did do it. Allegedly. We say allegedly. Yeah. And we ain't worried about no cease and desist. We done told you. Boom. Pigeons. Come get it. Okay? Scots. That's what we're going to do with them. Send them over here. That's what I do with cease and desist. And if you send them up, we're going to rip them bitches up. I ain't worried about that. Anything I say over here is going to be the truth. I'm going to read and I'm going to drag. I'm going to do that over here. I'm going to tell the truth. Can't stand the heat, get on up out the kitchen. Get out the kitchen. And go on down there to the dentist's office and get your mama a tooth in the front. All right? Since you want to be worried about everybody else. Yeah. Tisha, worry about your thick-tongued mama over there, okay? While her ass supposed to be down there at the schoolhouse. She a lunch lady. Worry about her down there putting the pizza on the plate for the children down there, okay? And cutting the corn up off the cob for the children, okay? And staying out of everybody else's business. Let's worry about that. All right? Scott Brothers, y'all going down there and stop spending all this money trying to look rich and going to get your driveway fixed up and get you a garage to park your little rented and leased cars up in, okay? While you want to be looking rich. Go put another roof on top of black because we tired of it looking flat out here like somebody done threw a boulder on top of that bitch, okay? Yeah. I said, where's their roof? Okay, it's called black. It should be called flat, okay? Because the whole damn roof look like a boulder done fell on top of it. Okay? And why every time they show black, it ain't but 2 customers in there? Why is that? How do y'all stay open with only 2 customers? Tell me that. Okay. But that's why y'all mad at Mel. Because she moving and shaking out here and making a coin, okay? Yeah. And you got to sit back and watch from afar. But y'all ain't really got nothing popping over there. Where y'all talking about y'all expanding black. Why are you expanding a business when you ain't got the 2 customers that come up in there a month? Cut it, okay? It's a chop. It's a chop. All right. But that's all I got for you guys. That's all. I'm not giving them no more of my time on this because it's total BS, y'all. It's total BS. I had to call the asses out today. Please go ahead and hit that like button, y'all, because when I tell y'all I brought y'all the tea today, and yes, caramel, honey, we work hard today. My throat is parched, but baby, I had to get this information. I had to drag just a little bit and let y'all know, honey, how I'm feeling today. Yes, I did, because they really, really, y'all saw it now. Go back and look at it. The top of that roof is flat. I said this needs to be called flat, not black. Ugh, Lord, child. They be doing too much. They do the most. They really do. They do the absolute most. I ain't never seen a group of men that sit back and pick on a woman who ain't thinking about them. Melody is not thinking about them, y'all. She is not thinking about this woman is minding her business and doing what she do. And Tisha sit back and be jealous and hating and uses that opportunity to be trying to come for Mel. But at the end of the day, girl, it's all over you. Every time we see you, we see the jealousy. It's plain to see. Everybody is saying it. Everybody cannot be wrong about that, Tisha. When your own husband tell you on national television that you are jealous of this woman, there's something there. You are jealous of women because you don't know how to be successful. You went to school all these years, but when it comes to you learning how to be successful, like Melody knows how to start a business and how to be successful. She has the right people around her. Tisha could be the same way if she gets from under Marceau's thumb. Okay. She's being controlled. And I don't care what nobody say. You being controlled, girl. And you mad because you look at her, you look at Melody and you see that you want to be in that place and you could have been in that place. Had you stayed your ass in Texas when Marceau asked you to move back because he wanted to have a relationship with you, only to have you sitting at home and not doing anything with your life. You moved back from Texas. She was living in Texas and moved back from Texas back to Huntsville, Alabama to be controlled and told what she can and can't do like she's a child. And he said it on live. Yeah, I really have 4 children. He was talking about Tisha trying to call her a child indirectly. Trying to call her a child. And she's sitting there, Mato, you so stupid, girl. You so stupid to continue to allow him to disrespect you. It's not becoming at all. But she ain't gonna leave. You know why? Because her mama trained her not to leave. Her mama trained her not to leave. I already told y'all where Wanda already told Tisha that Marceau get to acting up like that to put him out for a while until he get himself together and then let him come back. The same mess that she's doing. So that means you're teaching her not to have no integrity about herself. That you just allow bullshit to happen, and for the sake of keeping a man and saving face and not getting divorced so nobody don't have to tell you about yourself, then you put up with the bullshit and allow him to still be there and run around. And everybody in your mama is telling you that he has indiscretions and running around here doing what he's doing. Even Chris, what's his name? Chris from the show, he's telling you. Marceau was not with me, but you sit there in the car and let him tell you, oh, I was with Chris. I was in Atlanta with Chris. Chris on national television telling you that he was not with him, but for a couple hours. So where was he at for the rest? Because how many hours is it a day? Where was he at for the rest of the hours of the day? Hello? Chris ain't got no reason to be sitting here lying. Chris has no reason to be sitting here lying. And everybody else, Melody tried to tell you sitting at the table, but because you didn't want her to be right, you didn't want to hear what she was saying. You felt like she was trying to tear your marriage down because her marriage was going down. But at the end of the day, if your husband is hanging with her husband, 2 cannot walk together unless they agree. And I'm going to just say it right here. Do you think that Martell is out there cheating and Marceau is right there with him and he ain't doing it too? Do you think that he is helping Martell cheat and taking money over to Ariane and he ain't got a biatch cross town doing what he do too? Why don't he want you to be out and about and be with him? A man that loves you will not make you be at home. He wants you to stay at home so you don't see the mess that he's doing. That's what it is. Everybody's trying to tell her slow ass. Everybody's trying to tell you. Chris don't have a reason to lie about that. This man said he had brunch for a couple hours with Marceau. So then in the next breath, we see a picture with your husband laying in a hotel room where you try to say, that's not him. Bitch, you know that's him. You know that fat back when you see it. And you're going to sit there and say that's not him? You know he got them big ass Martin ears. You know he got that fat back. You know that was his mole on his back. You know that's him. So to save face so that you don't be sitting out here looking stupid as you continue to do, you want to deny it. When everybody see it. Girl. Like you need to snap out of it, Tisha. You need to snap out of it. You need to step out of it. You need to snap because you looking stupid on national television and your husband got you looking stupid. Your own husband got you looking stupid. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And your mama co-signed it. Your mama co-signed it because she got to come over there and ask him for some money like she was doing on the show. I need some money to get my food truck started. Oh, but you got money, remember? Ain't that what you said on your live? Oh, these bloggers out here thinking that I ain't got no money out here so that I can be getting me a lawyer and suing them. They think I ain't got no money, but I'm sitting good over here. Do you? So why are you on national television asking your son-in-law to front you some money so you can get that blowed up food truck started? Why is that? So either you do or I done told you Caramel know a lie when she hear one, baby. Because I hear real good and I stored it in my mental Rolodex, baby. And when I hear that lie, I got to stop you on that lie, Wanda. Because I know you watch my channel. And I know you're going to see this video. And I hope you go live and say some crazy outlandish mess. Because I'm going to read and drag you again. Just know it. Okay. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, man. I really hope you do. I hope any of the Scots be on that BS. Because I'm going to tell the truth over here. I'm going to tell the truth. It's the truth. Tisha, you look stupid. I'm going to just say it. Is that harsh? It is. But it's the truth. You look stupid. And you allow your husband to make you look stupid. And gaslight you on national television, girl. So at the end of the day, we've been on here for a whole hour. I'm so tired of dragging. I'm so tired of dragging them. Like everything that I'm saying to them, they already know. I ain't got to say no more. No more. What y'all saying? Said with wifey number 2. I mean, come on, y'all. Melody is trying to spill them receipts on the reunion. And Tisha, she's sitting back like she's so confident. But I'm like, girl, Martell already said it on Carlos King's show. I said it the other night. Martell said on Carlos King's nightcap that if Tisha knew the things that Marceau was really doing, that it would really crush her and it would hurt her. That is what he said. Okay. And it's like he was really holding back and didn't want to say it because Carlos said, well, what kind of things? And Martell kind of sat back and kind of sniggered and started laughing. He didn't want to say it. Thank you so much, Miss Joyce Harrison, for the super chat, dear. She said, you are amazing. I appreciate it. Y'all don't give y'all the tea over here. Martell was really trying to say what it was, but then he had to think about it. And not that he's got anything to lose because he's divorced. And he know it. Martell can get out here and spill the beans and say whatever he wants to say. What can Marceau say at this point? He and Melody are divorced. So Melody kind of stripped that power from you, Marceau, to where you can't be out here trying to put Martell on blast. Whatever you say don't matter now. Melody ain't with him. But Martell holds that power now because he knows everything that's going on in their marriage. And that's the difference between the two of them. Okay. Martell has the power. Melody took that power away from Marceau when she filed for divorce. Okay. Y'all get where I'm coming from? Melody stripped that power from Marceau because they always was on this mess. Well, I know this and I'm going to tell this and I'm going to reveal this. Melody was like, hey, let me go and sign on the dotted line. Tell whatever you make, because guess what? I ain't with him no more. That's not my husband no more. But guess what? He knows some stuff about you that he can put out there that will really make you look crazy while y'all are on national television faking this relationship, okay? If we can even call it that. If we can call it that. Yeah. She pulled y'all card and y'all mad. You mad because everything that y'all try to do, she strip your power and she run ahead of you and stop your mess. That's why you mad at her. She keeps beating you at your game, so you mad. That's what it is. Melody is very intelligent. I give her that. Is she a little petty sometimes? Absolutely. But I got to give it to her at the fact that she is very intelligent and she's smart. Every time she sees them on their BS, every time Melody sees them on their BS, she gets ahead of it and she calls it out. She just does. Yeah, you can't hurt a person who don't care no more. This girl don't care no more. She don't care no more. You cannot hurt a person who don't care. And she's at that place where she is at peace with what decision that she made in terms of filing for divorce from Martell. She don't care no more. She don't care that he was with Sheree because she knows the caliber of person Sheree is. When you know who you are, can't nobody throw nobody else up in your face to make you feel away. This woman knows who she is. And she stands in that. And I applaud her for that, okay? But you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for joining Monday's Car Chronicles, House Chronicles, because I'm here at the house. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank y'all for being here. How many we got? Oh, God, 400 and something in the building. Please go ahead and hit that like button. We have 243 likes. I appreciate it. If you did not subscribe to this channel, please do that because we keep the tea over here. I'll give you guys a good, nice laugh and a gag. Thank you, Belle Wilson, and all of my other mods for being here to keep the trolling down today. All right. Thank you guys. Love you guys so much. Goodbye.